He's the assistant coach for the Philadelphia Fusion and former main tank of Team UK in the Overwatch World Cup. We've got the great ChrisTFer on the desk. How you doing, buddy?
I've had better days, but glad to be here.
Of course, unfortunately, your team just fell at the hands of the San Francisco Shock, and it was 4-0. But how did you feel the series played out? Were you disappointed with just the overall result or also the in-game play?
I think we knew today was going to be a really tough game. Actually, we were more scared of Shock than we were Vancouver, potentially, if we had to play in the final.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. I
Why?
think our internal scrum results, we actually did pretty well versus every team, but Shock specifically, I don't know what it was, but we always struggled against them. So we knew today was going to be tough. I think we could have played better for sure, but I think all things considered, there wasn't the worst stage we could have had.
Now, the playoffs are a little bit different from the regular season. In the regular season, you do play 2 matches in a week and potentially on back-to-back days. But what were the major differences prepping for a playoff, knowing that we have a reseed in the semifinals? Like, what is it like as a coach trying to prep for this?
Maybe in this matter it's easier. I think towards the start of the season we had to prep for specific comps, what teams would play, but we knew once we get to playoffs every team's going to play the exact same comp, and it was more understanding the stylistic differences that teams would bring out.
Now, you as a coach, you used to be a player yourself. Does that kind of help you with the coaching or gaining the respect from your players?
I have no idea if it helps them respect me. I mean, it helps in a lot. Like, I think the ability to, having played the game, to understand what's going on is obviously invaluable experience. I was always like a leader on my previous team, so I think that also is something that transitions quite nicely into coaching.
Philadelphia Fusion have had quite a bit of criticism over the course of stage 1. Obviously, you lost Boombox in the middle, but also you seem to have, you had an easy strength of schedule based on just statistics. You faced easy teams, and then you rely a lot on Winston triple as well, Winston Goats. What do you think about the criticism in general, and also the call out from the Dallas Fuel coaching staff right at the beginning as well, where after week 1 they just said your Goats play was trash?
Did Dallas play in playoffs? Did I miss it?
No!
Are they on tomorrow or no?
I think they were 1 map away.
Oh, they were?
I didn't see them in the
We
bracket.
gave them a free win as well. And they still couldn't make it. Ooh,
Why did you give them a free win?
Boombox fancied the vacation. He said, this week's not for me. So he felt bad for them, actually. He thought, Fuel, they're not that great, so we'll give them a win, at least one.
You were shaking your head, though. You don't agree that you had an easy schedule this stage? Be honest with us.
I think that the strength of schedule thing, we didn't play any of the big boys for sure, but I think we had to play London, who are a good team, Paris, who are a really good team, actually, and I think Atlanta as well. It wasn't the hardest, but I think teams had easier for sure.
Okay, so you've talked the talk against Dallas. So my question is now, actually, are there any other teams you feel that are talking the talk but are not walking the walk, per se, as the saying goes?
Atlanta definitely talked
the
talk, but
Let's
twice
create some storylines here, Chris. Come
twice
on,
they
give us some
failed
sound
to
bites.
walk the walk.
Toronto?
No.
No, he said Atlanta. Open your ear holes.
Yeah, stop talking over him. He can answer. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Who else? Paris were maybe a little bit cocky at the start, a little bit, and not so cocky anymore.
What do you think about New York?
I thought they were going to win the stage actually going into it.
Okay.
And I think going into playoffs, I thought they were going to win the stage. I think so much of this meta is like a stylistic thing. I think New York, if they'd played any team other than Seoul, or maybe any team that isn't like a Sombra Goats team, I think they would have been fine. I think that's the nature of a slow play style. When you play against Sombra Goats, it's really difficult.
Okay. I was talking to you a while back as well, and you seem to have a hot take on the Titans. You said something about them being the most overrated team. Do you still agree with that after you've seen them destroy everybody in the playoffs?
I would have loved to say yes if we were playing them tomorrow, but it feels a bit cocky to say it now.
Yeah. Understand. Well, ChrisTFer, we usually play a game called Rapid Fire here on the post show with all of our guests, but since it's your first time and a first time having a coach here on the show, we're gonna do something a little bit different this time around. We're gonna call it Player Most Likely. We still want your answers as fast as possible. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this one off. Player most likely to be late for scrims from the Philadelphia Fusion.
Neptuno every day.
Who's most likely to take out the trash in your team house?
Fraggy's probably the most responsible.
Oh, no.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Ready?
all right. Most likely to die first in a team fight.
Sado for sure.
Most likely to argue with you when you try and tell them,
Josh, Eco, every day, over everything. Doesn't matter what. Oh, it's sunny today. No, it's not.
Most likely to become a coach after they retire.
Fraggy, I think. Yeah, I think he's got a good mind for it, for sure.
All right. Who's most likely to get tilted in game?
Neptuno. Yeah, Neptuno for sure, actually, yeah.
Most likely to play Batiste.
Hopefully, main support, so Elk or Neptuno.
Okay, could see some more elk. I like that.
All right, here we go. Most likely to get traded.
No one.
Almost got him there, George.
Exactly. I just threw a
Not
curveball in
following.
there.